If you have played Mario Kart, this has happened to you, and it still does, no matter how good you are. In fact, the gameplay you are seeing right now is from a very skilled Mario Kart player. Now, if you think the blue shell is a good item and don't have any problems with it, that is your opinion and that is totally fine. But anyways, now let's talk about why I believe the blue shell is a flawed item. Blue shells are Mario Kart's most infamous item, and maybe the most infamous item in all of gaming. But in order to figure out why it's infamous, we need to look at the design of the blue shell. You all probably know how this item works, but I will explain how it works anyway, but in more detail so this video isn't boring. So the blue shell is, well, a blue shell, obviously, with spikes on it and wings, or without wings, depending on which game you're playing. We'll talk about that and how it changes the gameplay later, but for now, that's how it looks. And this item, when you use it, it travels along the track, the racetrack, and travels until it reaches the player that is currently in first place and proceeds to blow them up. And this has already, right now, two problems. The first problem is that it doesn't really help the person that is using the blue shell. That's kind of the first that's kind of the first problem that I have with it. The second problem is that since it explodes, if there's anybody nearby when it explodes, there's going to be some collateral damage, and some innocent players will be damaged in the process, which is sad, but it isn't too bad considering the explosion radius isn't too bad to avoid. So I can kind of give that a pass. And the first problem would also be a little bit hard to fix, I can imagine. I don't really have any ideas to fix it, so I guess the first problem can kind of also get a pass as well. But anyways. So in Mario Kart 7 and on, the blue shell had a change where it got rid of the wings. Now, the wings were on blue shells at the beginning of Mario Kart in Mario Kart 64. They were first added without wings, but in Double Dash they were added with wings. So yeah, and now in Mario Kart 7 they were removed. So yeah, now they don't have wings, so they don't have wings now. And that kind of brings some problems, because now the blue shell moves on the ground, which really increases the second problem, which I mentioned earlier, how the explosions cause collateral damage. Now it causes collateral damage before it even hits the person in first place. It goes along the track on the ground, and it hits anybody in its path. And yeah, that's a pretty big problem. It's more innocent people, more innocent lives are lost, and it's just not a good thing to have coming your way. But although there are ways to avoid the blue shell. Now, I don't know of all the ways to avoid a blue shell, but the ways I do know that are probably the most common. In Mario Kart 8, you have the Super Horn, and if there's a blue shell over you, you can just pop that, and the blue shell's gone. In some other Mario Kart games, you can use a mushroom to speed up right before the blue shell hits you, and you can avoid the explosion. And basically every Mario Kart game, if you know a blue shell is coming, you can just go into second place, let the blue shell hit the person that's in first place, and then go back into first place. That's another way you can avoid the blue shell. And yeah, and I also might want to explain the possible reasons that the blue shell lost their wings as well while we're still here. Some of the reasons probably might be that they lost their wings so that that the first problem could kind of get removed. So I can kind of see that. I kind of got rid of that problem. But whenever I use it in Mario Kart 7, I don't really feel any, like, that I'm, like, getting ahead or anything. I'd rather just use a red shell, to be honest. If I want to, like, get the person that's like, in front of me. And they can just go to the side and avoid it. And another reason that they were probably removed is to add more chaos, which is kind of what Mario Kart is about. So I can definitely see that reason, to add more chaos, because Mario Kart has kind of always been about getting messed up by the items. So I can see that. But anyways, in this video we looked at how the blue shell was it's kind of infamous for being so annoying and so game-changing that it's just really annoying and people hate it. It's infamous. We all know that. So I hope you enjoyed watching my 200 sub special, or 200 something sub special. I think this is, I'm probably just gonna put whatever sub count I have right now, just call it a sub special, because I don't really do these types of videos. I usually just make gameplay videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Goodbye.